Hey guys, Carmen Dean Day here. I am just here to give you a few more tips because some of you guys asked me for extra tips on how to shrink your peach or your apple, depending on whether or not it was your butt or your waist that you might have expanded a little bit over the holidays. And in my short live the other day, I gave you 3 tips. I gave you the cut out added sugar, which is huge. I gave you the eat more protein because you're probably not getting enough and you want to build that lean muscle mass. And I gave you drink more water because likely your hunger cues might be related to thirst, as well as water just helps your entire body function better. So I'm going to give you 7 more today. Okay, so number 4 is going to be get yourself an accountability partner. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to pay for a trainer or anything like that. It could be a friend or a colleague that wants to lose weight as well. And so what you can do is you can exchange phone numbers or whatever, or FaceTime, and just really talk about, your goals and that sort of thing. And then you hold each other accountable, like, hey, this is what I ate today, and hey, I worked out and did this. Hey, do you want to go for a walk? Or, you don't even have to work out with them. It can just be that text relationship. Hey, I don't feel like working out today, and you're going to cheer each other on. It really does help. It is so much easier to lose fat and lose weight when you have someone that's doing it with you. It's way harder when you're doing it on your own. So find yourself an accountability partner. Next thing I want you to do is not be afraid of resistance training. Okay, so if you're not working out at all right now, I'm not expecting you to go and pick up a dumbbell and really start hitting it hard or anything, but don't be afraid of resistance training. If you are working out, you want to add it. Cardio is great for your heart. Cardio can help with some weight loss, especially when you're doing it in an interval way, but it's the resistance training that is going to lean your body out because you're actually going to increase your muscle mass. And that helps boost your metabolism and burn fat better. So that's actually what you want. And if you're a woman and you're worried that you're going to end up huge, not even a chance. We'd have to take drugs to get huge. So don't even worry about that. The next thing that I've got for you is to increase the intensity of your workouts. So if you're already working out, let's make them a little harder, as long as it's safe for you to do so. So make sure that that's the case, but increase your intensity. Let's drive the heart rate up a little bit longer, or have more spikes in your workout in those high intensity interval type workouts. Let's get the blood pumping a little bit faster. Let's get a little bit more intense. Next thing I've got is, this one's a hard one after the holidays for a lot of people, is to curb or eliminate booze. I can't tell you how many times people ask me things about like alcohol. And if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I love my wine. So, but alcohol is empty calories. We all know that. And alcohol often makes us make poorer food choices. It's way easier to eat those nachos on that tray when you've had 3 glasses of wine than if you haven't. So, during normal life, really try to curb that drinking to either no drinking or maybe a couple drinks on the weekend, and that's it. Because that binge drinking and having alcohol every single day, it really adds up in your calories, in your empty calories, and often adds in so many poor choices for your nutrition. So really think about that. It's tough, but it will definitely help. The next thing is, and this one's hard because this is a relationship one, but stop justifying your choices to your friends and family. So if you've got a goal that you want to lose some weight, and you've got friends that are like, but I really want to go out to the pub on Saturday night and drink 12 beers with you, you're going to say, hey, that doesn't work for me right now. And if they're not okay with that, they're really not supportive of your goals. And I'm going to tell you, nobody wants what you want like you do. So just say no. I'm like Nancy Reagan, right? Just say no. And you don't have to justify it. It is your decision that you want to get this way. And, go out with your accountability partner if that's an option. So don't justify those choices. If people want you sitting on the couch at home with them, they don't really want you to achieve your goals. So that's a big one, and it's a tough one as well. The next one is, don't be afraid of fat. Back in the 90s, we all bought all the fat-free stuff because we all thought it was going to make us thinner and like we would lose fat. Everybody just got fatter. Honestly, everybody just got fatter because a lot of those products have chemicals in them that make you crave more food and you actually get fatter. So if you're going to buy your sour creams, which I recommend Greek yogurt or plain Greek yogurt over sour cream any day of the week because there's more protein in it. But if you're going to use those products, do not buy fat-free. Buy the full fat and just use less. The next thing that there is supplement if necessary or if you want to. You know, for some people, and for me, I find it easier to add, you know, if you have a good protein shake that you can throw in that's going to add your protein to your diet that day. There's lots of ways that you can supplement to help you reach your goals faster. It's certainly not necessary. You can lose fat without it, but it might boost your goals a little bit faster. The next thing that I've got is cook at home more. So we are in a society where it's, you know, so normal to go out with our friends for meals, and that's awesome. But, you know, when we go out, we typically order full entrees, we order appetizers, we drink a little, we have a cocktail before dinner, then we have some wine. You know, the calories and at the end of that meal are very different than if we invited our friends in and said, bring your own wine, or I'll have some and we'll sample it, and you actually cook food that goes with your goals. There's so many good recipes out there that you can source online and in books and newspapers where you could feed your friends and really still stay aligned with your goals. So every couple times when you're going to be social, invite people in, maybe encourage them to do the same thing. So that's a way to do it. The last thing is, you know, this isn't really a tip for losing weight or shrinking your peach or your apple or whatever, but this is just really, you know, life happens. Sometimes we gain weight, sometimes we lose weight. If we remain in a healthy-ish range most of the time, and we're active, you're probably going to love yourself a lot more. So really developing those habits where most of the time you're in that place. And then if you slip up a little bit at Christmas and you put on a little bit of weight, you're not going to beat yourself up as much. And really, why beat yourself up anyway? Life happens. We end up in a situation where we don't want to be, so we can change it. So those are my full tips. Obviously, I could probably talk for 12 hours on this, but I won't. I wanted to keep this under sort of the 10-minute mark. So I hope that's helpful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks, guys.